Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make these cool looking wired rings. These are easy, fun, inexpensive rings to make at home with just 2 items, and I'll show you all the other materials you will be needing to make these. Once you practice and get the hang of making these type of rings, you could add any bead to it. This specific one has a crystal in it. These other ones have the 8mm round beads. Any type of bead works. This one specifically has 3 little small crystals, and the process of making them, it's all the same. The beads I use are 8mm. There's no specific type of bead that you need, but the 8mm size is the one I find that works best for these type of rings. And everything you see, all the beads, all the materials, I get from Amazon. These crystals here are the ones that I use. Some of the sizes are too small for the rings, but I always pick out the bigger crystals. And those are the ones that work best for these type of rings. When the crystals are too small, I like to add 2 or 3 crystals to the ring, just like this. Alright, now let me show you the materials you're going to need to make these wired rings. First off, if you already know the size of your finger, then you won't need this ring sizer, but just in case you do, this is a ring sizer I use. This is from Amazon. All the materials again that I use are from Amazon. Next thing you will need for sure, this is the ring mandrel. This one you're going to need for sure. You're going to need it to wrap the wire around the specific size that you want the ring. And of course the beads, the 8mm beads, any type of or style that you like, as long as they're 8mm. And also you need your 20 gauge wire. This is the size that I like because it's more flexible for these type of rings. And this is the brand that I get from Amazon as well. Your pliers, your pliers to cut as well, to cut the wire. Alright, now that you're all set with your materials, let's get started. First thing is to cut the wire. I cut 16 inches. The size ring that I'm making is size 7. If you are making a larger ring size, maybe an 18-inch would work, but I think 16 inches should work for any size. But if you find that you need more wire, up to 18 inches, I think that should be good. Once you have your wire cut, now you can choose your bead. I'm picking this turquoise colored bead. Once you have it, you put it in through your wire and center it right in the middle of the wire. The first thing you're going to want to do is position the wire onto the size of the ring that you're going to make. I'm making a size 7 ring, so I'm putting the bead right on top of the 7. I'm going to wrap the wire on one side, or roll around on one side, and do the same on the other side, pulling it in, making sure it's tight, not too tight, but tight enough. I don't want it to make the ring size bigger or smaller, so just making sure I keep it on the size 7. Now I'm going to grab the right side of the wire and wrap it around the bead, just like so. Wrap it around the bead, making sure I don't lose the size of the ring. I'm going to wrap it 2 times around the bead on the right side first. And now I'm going to pull the left side of the wire under all the wrapping that I did, under the bead and the wire, like so, and wrap it around 2 times the same way that I did on the other side, making sure I don't lose the shape of my ring and the size that I want it. It should look something like this on both sides. Alright, now we're ready to remove the ring from our ring mandrel. Alright, this is how our ring is looking so far. Let's try it on. Let's see, make sure that our ring still fits, that the size didn't get smaller or larger while we were pulling. There we go. Now we're going to need our pliers and the cutting pliers as well. We're going to need the pliers to pull the wire in on each side, and of course our pliers to cut the wire. Now if you find the wire too long, like I did in this part here, just cut or trim the wire as you see fit. Now I'm going to use the other pliers to pull in the wire on each side. You need to pull the wire in tight. Be careful, make sure that you don't lose the shape of your ring while you're doing this part. I like to do four turns in each side, just like this on each side. You could do 3 or 2, or maybe if you want more, it's up to you how you design your ring. I like to do 4 turns. I think that's how it looks best, or at least that's how I like it. I prefer it. Again, this part can be tricky. You don't want to lose the shape of your ring while you're doing this, so the pliers come in handy, but also I like to use my hands as well, because sometimes in some parts it's just easier for me to use my fingers to pull the wire in. But the pliers, I go back and forth with the pliers and my hands. So far I have 3 loops around. This is my last turn. Now I'm going to cut the wire. I'm going to cut it on top. I don't like to leave the tip on the bottom of the band, because then it starts to poke your finger. So if you cut it on top, you won't have to worry about it poking or irritating your skin. I'm going to press the tip down with my pliers so that it doesn't show, just like this. This is how one side of the ring looks. I'm going to do the same thing, 4 turns on the other side as well. Okay, this is the 4th and last turn. Now that you're done with your ring, you can fix any little thing that you see that needs fixing. I'm flattening down the top part so that the bead will pop out more. Check your ring, make sure the wire is how you want it to be. The sides are tightening up. That's how my ring is looking. I like it. I'm gonna leave it like this. This is how it turned out. Let's put it on, see how it looks. I like it. I'm happy with the way it turned out. I decided to make a gold ring just to show you a different style and how you can really change it up with the color of the wire and the bead style. Again, this is just an 8mm bead. You could also use crystal beads, any type of bead. And I already cut my wire to 16 inches, so this is going to be the same process as the silver ring that we just did. Here are both of the rings that we did today, the gold and the silver. Again, you could change the color of the wire, the crystal or bead that you want. You can make it your own, any style that you like. I hope you guys found my tutorial easy to follow. These were the wired beaded rings. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video and you guys learned how to make them. Be patient. These can be a little tricky to do at first, but you'll get a hang of it. Don't worry. Like always, thank you for watching my video. Bye.